Today we're talking about Saving Silverman from 2001.
Hey, this isn't over yet!
We're not giving up on Darren!
Yeah!
Coming on, yeah!
I love that he went from like Full Metal Jacket and all this other shit to finally like leaning into the comedy of this character.
He's so funny, man.
Stay away from women. All they want from you is your man juice.
Because they're circus folk. Her dad's a strong man.
Her mom is
the bearded lady.
and then her brother's dog boy.
Her brother was the dog-faced boy.
Sir, she is very mistaken. I never drink gin. I'm not going to drink gin.
You're like,
God damn, I hate gin. D, you bitch.
That's exactly it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Cue music.
You're so beautiful, and I'm sorry.
So make up for it. Buy me a drink.
It was funny.
it was funny. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Be Kind, Let's Rewind, the nostalgia podcast no one asked for. Today we're talking about Saving Silverman from 2001.
We knew him first. F you, replacement friend.
Eat this, fake Wayne!
Dude.
I watched Saving Private Ryan.
Don't shoot! Let him burn!
Is it the same thing?
It's basically the same.
Chadwick's like, hey, look at for my booze of the week was this guy's arm.
Just the guy holding his intestines in the background.
Dude, out of the gate, I remember going to see this in theaters, and I think we were actually at the theater, but our theater that we were at didn't have this movie. You had to go somewhere else to see it. Got a confession to make about this one, man. This has all the ingredients for what should be a 40-year-old virgin, Something About Mary, half-baked classic for me, but it's not.
Right.
And I have no idea why.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I go back and watch it and I laugh and chuckle. It's just not that. And I don't know, man. Leaf, where do you remember seeing it first?
Man, I believe we saw it in the theaters because I think we both, at the time. For some reason, I must not have liked it, dude, because I remember it more watching it just randomly, like at your house, like just on. We just started cycling through random comedies, and we'd pull it up. It would come into the cycle because the cycle of stuff we would watch is like you said. It wasn't anything that like it was so good we constantly play it over and over again. Mm-hmm. So,
Shadwick, what about you?
I don't remember where I first watched it, but watching it last night, I realized that I've not seen it in a long time.
Yeah.
Because I don't really remember it. I remember the main premise, and I remembered one or two lines out of it. I think for me, what happened was Shallow Hal came out around the same time.
Yes.
And I think I lumped these two together as in not an R-rated comedy.
Yeah, and also like on Shallow Hal, I remember being like, "Oh, dude, it's Jack Black. That's going to be super funny." And then they're like, "Hey, here's a burn ward kid."
I'm going to die.
Well, we're all gonna die.
Yeah, but not this week.
I was like, "What the f***, man?"
Thanks, Jack.
Maybe unpopular take on this, but I'm not that big of a Jack Black fan, really.
I'm good with him on supporting roles.
Yes.
Like, he's just a lot, you know? But even in this, like, all the ingredients are there. It's the dude that freaking directed Happy Gilmore. Like, you know, we've got everything in there. And maybe it was like the premise that reminded us of ex-girlfriends or ex-girlfriends of our friends, or maybe even current wives of our friends. It led us over to...
Some of our friends listening to this just poured themselves another drink.
All of our friends right now are like, wait, is that my wife?
Yeah, right.
I'm like, it's not really any of our wives. That was just to make you think. But also, tonight I'm drinking Coors Light because, as we pointed out in the past,
Bud Light won't pay me nothing.
Dude, sponsor us. We'll stop saying
sponsor us and we'll stop saying it, you know? This is your Brock Lesnar redemption trail. You can just give us Bud Light. We'll drink it for fucking years. We don't care. Pin me, pay me, baby. Job Squad. Leaf, what do you got, man?
Bro, I'm embracing the season, my guy. Finally getting cold here in the South.
Yeah.
We got the Jim Beam Winter Reserve, man.
There you go,
Been
man.
wanting to try
That's
this
a
one
good
for a
one.
little while, man. Yeah,
I think that one's got some Christmassy notes in it, I believe, is what I've heard. But Chadwick,
It's
man,
like silver balls.
yeah,
I'll
deck
take
the
it.
balls.
I'm going with the American Honey Sting again, and you can see I've been enjoying it.
Chadwick's like, I just had a good time with it. Do you guys think she was hot?
Chadwick's wife comes downstairs. He's like, I got stuck again.
Dude.
Another reason maybe we didn't like this movie as well, the whole thing is kind of like an anxiety trip. Like,
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. It's a little uncomfortable, and it's not like I feel like, the Sandler movies are fun throughout. It's like a fun ride usually. Like this was a lot of anxiety, man. But it is a new month, guys. New month. We're in February.
Who is it?
In our rewinder of the month is our homeboy Randy, who comes to us.
Randy!
We love you, Randy.
Make love to me, Randy, please!
Randy, actually from Spotify, but more importantly, from our brothers over at the Sleepy Dads podcast. He found us out through them shouting us out, man. So we appreciate them. If you're a new listener, go check out our homeboys, Brandon, Eric, and Anish over at Sleepy Dads. But Randy was like, I think it was our 90s Crush episode, I believe is what he listened to. And then he just went back through the catalog, man, and he's just now caught up. And I was like, bro, congratulations. You caught up at the right time.
You know why it took him so long to get caught up? Because we never miss a week.
That's right. We don't miss a week, man. So go back like Randy did. Go check out the archives. Also, Randy was the one, I think, last week or the week before that unfortunately got some rockin' tits in his car when his family was in there. So, hey, maybe we're not for all people all the time. But, anyway.
I've got rocking tits in my car every time my wife goes somewhere with me.
That's right. Hey, we're all very lucky. We're all very blessed with rockin' tits, man.
We got kicked our coverage.
We definitely did. Every single one of us, man. So,
I love you.
Yeah, if you would like to be Rewinder of the Month, dude, just reach out to us on social media. We're on all of the social medias, man. And speaking of social media, we're going to have a tie-in this month with our homeboy, That Movie Dork. So I'm going to go ahead and kick this off with That Movie Dork chiming in for us, man.
That Movie Dork here, crashing the podcast party for a quick trivia segment about Saving Silverman. The role of Sandy Perkis could have gone to Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, Julie Bowen, or Alicia Silverstone. Jennifer Garner and Amy Jo Johnson were considered for the role of Judith. R. Lee Ermey was cast because director Dennis Dugan originally wanted him to play Chubbs in Happy Gilmore, but Adam Sandler really wanted Carl Weathers, so Dennis offered R. Lee the role of Coach as a consolation prize. For more sweet trivia like this about your other favorite movies, follow That Movie Dork on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. Let's get back to the boys at Be Kind, Let's Rewind.
Dude, excellent job, as always, man. Seriously, go check him out, That Movie Dork. He does usually like minute to 2 minute stuff, or 2 minute shorts on movies. A lot of movies we've covered, man. Solid dude, more importantly, solid dude, but great account to follow, man. So go hit him up. And with that, Leaf, why don't you kick us off?
Is his dork made out of orange rock?
He seems to be really hung up on superhero sex organs.
I think your friend may have a problem. Actually, he did just cover Mallrats as a recording.
Yes, dude. So it's fresh.
Leaf, go ahead and kick us off with some boring ass facts.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who are uninitiated, Saving Silverman, evidently internationally titled Evil Woman. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was the original title. Yeah,
it's a 2001 American romantic black comedy film. I didn't know the Wayans directed this.
The Wayans brothers was a good show, man. It was a good ass show.
Turns out they didn't. Directed by
Perhaps
Dennis.
they meant dark comedy, but go ahead.
I think that's what they meant. Yeah, directed by Dennis Dugan, and of course starring Jason Biggs, Steve Zahn, Jack Black, Amanda Peet, and of course a starring cameo role, the one and only Neil Diamond, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, dude. He's coming to America. Dude, Neil Diamond, I guess they originally tried to get Paul Simon for this. And Swing and a Miss didn't want to do it, but I think Neil Diamond was perfect for this, especially for the trio cover band thing that they're doing in this.
That's what I was going to say,
It's like
man,
a
with the
dark
suits.
gothic Neil Diamond.
Yeah. I don't know, because we've all seen, I mean, especially me and Leaf playing with so many bands and stuff. You've seen all kinds of stuff with people doing covers and whatever. And the three-piece Neil Diamond thing checked a lot of boxes of things I've seen before. I was like, yeah, this is legit.
It did, but it also checked boxes of stuff that like you would be like, this is gonna be the dumbest shit I've ever seen, and they end up being like your favorite thing of the evening.
Oh, dude, yeah.
like as well, it's like Neil Diamond cover band, 3 dudes in wigs with like rhinestone suits,
like that Journey cover band that we used to.
Our
see
boys.
Chattanooga all the time.
Yeah, man. Oh, dude, those are great dudes.
Yeah,
I've gotten blackout with them before.
You mean dark out?
Dark out, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I browned out. I still remember a lot of it. That's like not quite a blackout, but
you browned out. Someone shit in your pants.
Someone shit myself.
Dude, Leaf, what was the budget and what did this thing pull in?
Dude, unfortunately, the budget was $22 million and only pulled in $26.1 million.
So we are not alone in the way that I mean, look, sometimes comedies perform poorly, but again, it's just something with this, man. There's just, again, all the boxes are checked. We have all the ingredients for a great cake. And then when I had it, I was like, I don't like this cake.
It was released on February the 9th.
Kind of tastes like soap.
It was released on February the 9th, so around Valentine's Day. Maybe that was another reason people were like, what the hell is this, dude?
I'm just, like I said earlier, I think really is, we've all been in toxic relationships before, so I think looking back in hindsight, I see myself a little bit in this early on in life, and maybe that's why I don't like it. It was a little too close to home.
I think that we're going to dissect it, so everybody stick with us here. Maybe we can figure out exactly why it's the wrong buttons, but I think you're very, very close with that early assessment. Like, honestly, I feel probably the same way.
I don't feel like any of us have ever been like Darren, though. Like, just such a pussy whipped little bitch.
You didn't know me and Leaf in like our late teens, early 20s.
Dude, Chris and I were in the fucking pussy whipped Olympics, bro. We were the triathletes, man.
Dude, for the third week in a row. Yeah, dude, for the third week in a row, cue up that fucking mouse.
Pussy, 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 pussy.
Side note, you know what's hilarious? His closed captioning thinks he's saying pushy. So we're getting away with saying pussy. The mouse.
Let's go, dude. We're doing well. We're doing really well at this.
Dude,
we're
man. So not a whole success in here. How about the our good friend that movie dork with the what if casting, man? I kind of like the casting we got, but that picture of Alicia Silverstone sure did just take me back to the 90s. I was like, damn.
I can't believe that, dude. Where was she supposed to play Sandy? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in the running for Sandy. And
who's the chick that did play Sandy?
That actress' name is Amanda Detmer.
So why didn't she have a bigger career? Because
I don't know. She's perfect.
Dude.
That looks like in more ways than one.
In more ways than one. I'm going to talk about that for sure.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that for show, man.
Sure.
But we do have Jack Black in this, which, again, talking about our archives, actually kind of led me over to a throwback to shit stuck in my head this week.
Really great movies in here, man. Hey, did you ever see School of Rock?
Yeah.
Well, this is, it's called School of,
Oh,
it's like it.
That's nice.
But it stars Jack Blackcock.
So anytime I hear Jack Black's name, I always think Jack Blackcock. Thank you, Paul Rudd. Shit stuck in my head this week, man.
Thanks,
so,
Paul.
dude, let's kick this one off, man. Let's jump into this colossal trauma dump that we're about. Me and Leaf, 19-year-old Leaf and Chris are about to do about girls
this
that
episode,
we were like.
This episode ends on Patreon of Chris and I crying, like guaranteed.
That little fucking French mouse just dancing around everywhere.
Fucking fruit. So the film begins with footage of the live performance of Neil Diamond's 1972 Hot August Night, baby. Like, it's just like actual footage, I think, from the live, the actual performance, which is like, I don't know. I kind of like that, man.
I love old concerts. I mean, we all do it. We get drunk and get on YouTube when we're together and watch.
Oh, man.
Well, be sure whoever edits this part, don't cut that in because goddamn Spotify won't let us play it. I guarantee it.
They heard me say "Coming to America" earlier, and they're like, maybe a little close.
Might have to
So
clap you
we
after the
apologize to
episode
any of our
release.
audio listeners if we had delays on other episodes, but Spotify are a bunch of fucking demons.
But I'm a fucking demon.
Wayne, played by Steve Zahn, is the first character to appear, and he's just full grown and on his couch. Looks like he was watching. I mean, If he's one of us, he's definitely drunk and his boys are somewhere watching the Hot August Night performance of Neil Diamond. But he launches into a story, like camera, face to camera, and he explains the story. He was nearly born at a Neil Diamond concert.
Water broke,
Yeah, his mom and dad were there, and she was pregnant with him, and so he always felt like he had some sort of like cosmic connection with Neil.
I thought too, like, I love movies that open this way, that just like we talked about it before, like you get straight to your shit. Like there's no dancing around it. We know who they are, what they're about within freaking a minute.
That's what I love, and I agree with you. This movie has a strong start, like a really strong start.
It has good pacing. You're right. It has all the elements.
Yeah, it's
got
there.
all the
It
ingredients.
should
be. We're gonna find the point.
Accoutrement.
It's just a good show.
But the whole Neil Diamond, thing is it's sort of just like a backdrop, right? It's sort of doesn't really matter according to the story. It's there, like running through the obsession with Neil Diamond. But
it's the tie. It's the tie that binds these three friends together too.
Yeah, exactly.
They bring it back home at the end. Like they make.
Right. So Wayne launches into a story about this. The real story is about him and his pals. Obviously, we've been introduced to Wayne. Also, JD McNugent, played by Jack Black.
Jack Blackcock.
You know that. I
wish I could do the eyebrows.
Yeah.
You know for a fact they let Jack Black pick that name, dude. That sounds like a Jack Black. JD McNugent, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
So, and also, of course, the final character in the friend trio, Darren Silverman, played by Jason Biggs. Excellent casting here, man. Like, he's just everything you don't want to be and can't help yourself from being.
I know he got typecast like in the late 90s, early 2000s, but dude made a bag off of it. Good for you, bro.
What happened?
Well, he had American Pie, where he played the kind of neurotic guy, just chasing after that pussy.
What did he do in American Pie?
What did he do in American Pie, though?
Oh, shit, you're homeboy that fucked the pie.
No, it always comes back to that fucking pie. Haunted by it.
You put your dick in a pie.
Enough.
See?
I had to fish that one out.
Everywhere I go,
I'm getting that joke out of one of you. It's happening. We're sitting here till we're dead. But like Shadwick said, the movie wastes no time. It shows the three friends growing up together in this flashback, and their personalities are immediately delineated. There's no, really back and forth. They're all kind of stupid. Let's just get that.
Right.
They're all three guys are all three stupid. But Wayne is the main character. Is a loyalist. He's just sort of a bros for hoes, friendship above all else, kind of guy. And
it has this montage where they're playing like
best friends since 5th grade.
They go through, their faults and traits.
Yeah, JD's an idiot, basically a clown. He's pretty much retarded for all intents and purposes, man. He's really stupid, like the dumbest of the three.
I found out he's confused.
Dude, you got to be really bad if you get fired from Subway without
The final character, of course, is Darren, and let's just get this out of the way straight up. He's actually probably the main antagonist, almost. Like, his decisions cause a good bit of the trauma in this, and he's just a girl-crazy little bitch. And already
he's a baby back.
Baby back bitch. Big ass robot, man.
And he, and I think that what was, like Chris said, immediately you're starting to identify with like these characters. If you had that friend group,
you had everybody had these
groups,
like personalities in there
with these personalities, exactly. And another tie that sort of like binding them all together, besides their love for Neil Diamond, was when we're introduced to Coach Norton.
God.
Played by Arlie Ermery.
Star of the show for me, baby.
He taught him many things, Chris.
Dude, this man leaning into the absurd dialogue here. I love that he went from like Full Metal Jacket and all this other shit to finally like leaning into the comedy of this character.
He's so funny, man.
Stay away from women. All they want from you is your man juice.
He just has this like sociopathic grin on his face the whole movie. It's
well, you try to tell him, those women, they're just after your man juice.
Your man juice. It's true.
Use
dude.
this.
You gotta use. If you got any pain, you can't push down with hard liquor.
With hard liquor. they're like high schoolers.
I know. And I'm like, as an adult, listening to this, being like, hold on, let him cook.
Let Coach Norton speak.
He's cooking. Wait a minute.
Everybody be quiet. But now, all grown up, JD, well, Shadwick already spoiled it. He was a Subway manager at Subway, but he gets fired in the first scene. He just sucks, dude. And so they get rid of him. Darren is
speaking of, do you remember remember that wallpaper that used to exist on the inside of Subways? I guess I haven't been to a Subway in a really long time.
Yeah.
But they had that 2000s wallpaper that was like
the one with Jared with his
there was no Jared.
His giant pants were like over his shoulder with a kid in each leg.
He was not still looking good. But no, it was because remember originally like Subway was all newspaper themed. Like it was supposed to be like an actual.
It was like
Subway.
New York or Boston, like right. Subway, like a New Englander kind of like sandwich shop.
No wonder I never liked it.
And I saw the. No, dude,
we used to eat there every day after we worked out for the protein.
After we worked out. And then go eat a meatball sub.
The shittiest workouts you people have ever seen, and we treat ourselves.
Yeah, man, we really put in 15 minutes of hard work.
I'm feeling the pump and the swole.
Now I'm gonna have this sugar-coated chicken wrapped in buns,
wrapped in styrofoam,
tire bread.
Yeah. Also, sponsor our podcast, Subway.
No, good.
Please.
Me and Leaf will take the sponsorship.
We'll eat it, dude. Yeah, you can sit this one out, dude. We'll just put like Jared's face over yours.
Dude. Like you said.
What? My lips have never been that chapped.
We are desperate for sponsorships at this point.
We are, dude. Please.
No, man.
Jared's got a mouth like a sex doll. I don't know if you ever noticed that.
He certainly does now in prison.
Now he doesn't have the back of his throat anymore, though.
Well, he doesn't have those pesky teeth anymore either. He took care of those in prison as well. But yeah, so JD gets fired because he's trained everybody wrong. You do get the classic fat guy joke here, though. Yeah. He was making a party sub. This was his prize pupil, and then
Heston, where's the party sub?
That's why he's number one. Because you ate the cake. That's what I thought when I saw that joke. I was like, oh, yeah, you ate the cake. I got to stop being so cynical.
He fed the horse. He didn't know it was a diabetic. Right? It's fun, dude.
All right, so they finish up their little three-man band tribute.
Well, you have to get JD or Wayne's background where you find out that he's wrestling up varmints.
Yeah.
And
this is one of the derpiest scenes for me, man.
Hey, where's your mommy?
Dude, this has the something about Mary dog scene written all over it.
You know, I was thinking about this last night. Do you think that they do it like this so you know immediately that it's a fake animal and like no harm's being done to an animal?
I think that it's funnier when it doesn't look real, probably.
Yeah.
Like I think
that's part of it.
Kind of like on our Princess Bride episode, we were talking about the stunt doubles that just look nothing like them or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's kind of funny. Like I think it's something along those lines. But you don't want it.
This may
same people.
For me, this may be where the movie went wrong. This is the first joke where I was like, and we're so early in where I was like, man, that was like really derpy and just goofy. And up until then, like I was laughing, but I was like, are we going to like play it safe here? Like the rest of the movie? Like it kind of made me feel like, wait, what am I watching here? Like, cause I thought we were going to go in on some, it's rated R. Like, what am I going to see here now? And that was like, that is a PG
yeah,
joke.
That's a PG joke. And I really thought too, like, they had to show him doing his job because it ties in.
It does
a lot throughout the movie,
right?
But that one was just, I don't know.
That was the best they could come up with, I guess. And I was
swing and
like,
a miss.
I was like, nope. And we also can't. But right before that, it was funny because Darren is a social director at a retirement home.
Yeah,
and man, yeah. What is he? Is it bingo or something? He's calling out.
Yeah, he's calling bingo.
And he says something that, God, I must hear 3 or 4 times a week. Like, if you don't put your pants back on, you can't watch any more Matlock.
Chadwick's like, okay.
Yeah, see, it's like funny. We have this weird raccoon scene. I'm just like, oh,
yeah. The raccoon scene kind of derailed that, but then they kind of bring it back home again, like I was talking about earlier. They have their Neil Diamond tribute band with their Casio keyboard tones, but they're playing. They've got, like, there's a girl there. We've all, me and Leaf, we've been there. Chadwick's been there running security for our bands. Hell, he got more action than we did.
Always so inappropriate.
but we're, you see a girl eyeing on stage. You're like, hell yeah, you're playing to her. Like, hey, we're feeling the vibe, whatever.
Dude.
And, he goes to hit on her afterwards. Yeah, and turns out she's dating a real street performer, which is a mime. And
he like ropes her and like hooks her and like pulls her over and she's like going with it.
I did laugh because she's looking at Darren and like she's not even looking at the mom, and he does the rope thing. And
the rope thing. Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really funny. Like you can just tell these guys are like, like they're just losers, man. But like they do have Neil Diamond and they're happy for the most part. But
dude, that's what I mean. Like, I think that's what I kind of took away is like us that had roommate situations growing up. This kind of reminds you of you and your boys, depending on.
I did think about that last night too. Unfortunately, I didn't know you guys. Back then when you lived at 1507, and I wondered if it was similar to this. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. Just like no girls.
Yeah, no girls, but more alcohol and less talent. So it was like all of those things sort of.
I mean, did you guys like spill beer or like shake up beers and shit all the time?
No, because we had to clean it up.
Yeah.
So but I mean, we would have parties and shit all the time. Like, I mean, it was just it was a place to go hang out. We had our group. And
it was a lot like this, actually, only it could never be filmed, or else they would put us in a cell so far beneath the cell.
100%. Go check out F&A on Spotify. We can't use our own music because for some fucking reason. Anyway, so the shit we wrote in that fucking apartment we're speaking of right now, we can't use right now. So awesome, guys. So anyway, they're in the bar and they're talking. I got a booze watch here. I don't know if you guys noticed this. A rare sighting of an ice house beer in a bar, which I told that story early in the podcast where I asked the guy if he had any ice beer, and the bartender's like, "That's a serious question." I was like, "No."
Why'd you ask for ice house?
Because I was cheap and I wanted to. I was on a budget. Okay,
you were a young man on a budget, dude, and you didn't know anything about Pabst Blue Ribbon.
They had, dude. They had that, and I think they had Miller Genuine Draft is what. Darren's drinking.
Yeah,
but yeah,
the three friends are at this bar after their live performance, and I'm telling you, everything was great except for Darren just cannot. He just is longing for to be in love, man. He wants true love, a la our last episode, dude.
For the girl from high school, and this is he was remembering her from the cheerleading, which is again. As this movie progresses, she's fucking hot,
dude.
Like to Chadwick's point, why? I did research her, and she did do, she did one-offs on a lot of TV shows, but dude, her attitude, her
acting is good. Like she's funny as hell in this movie too. Yeah. Like she's really good, man. Like, shout out. I don't know why she didn't do.
But that's what he's like remembering back, like how
she's one of those rare girls that looks good with that really curly hair.
Yeah. Dude. And her name is because he's talking about her from high school. Her name is Sandy Perkis, whose family works in the circus.
Yeah,
which I didn't pick up until this last one.
The carpet matches the pubes.
Just cut the French mouse in already.
He's now a mainstay of Econ Let's Rewind.
I mean, Darren was thinking the same thing when he was holding her up because he was a cheerleader.
He was
looking up.
He was nasty, man, but we all were
so
there.
nasty.
But he's, obviously he was a star athlete that got injured, so he couldn't play football. So so he had to be a cheerleader.
That's the reason, right?
That's the reason. But yeah, so her family, they move off because they're circus folk. Her dad's a strong man. Mom's the bearded lady,
and then her brother's dog boy.
Her brother was the dog-faced boy.
And I like the dog boy.
She's sweet and be a hell of a good cook.
Yeah, hell of a good cook.
And so he's lamenting the fact that he never got his chance because Sandy Purkis moved away before he was able to ask her out. He was too much of a coward, and he's just living in regret.
Dude, he just played a gig with his friends.
He did, dude. Why are you trying to bring us down, bro?
Why you got to bring in that Britney Spears shit?
Be like that.
No ass is worth crying that much over. I'll tell you that much,
bro. So suddenly,
that's what I say.
Suddenly in the bar, JD spots a juicy piece of ass, which is a hilarious statement by Jack Black, because while very attractive, Amanda Peet has little to juicy and also no ass. And I said it. You can fight me in the comments. I don't care, dude.
Yeah,
I don't care, dude.
Gonna fight you.
Chris and I actually started watching this the other night at his house, and we were having this conversation. There's something about her, like she's just not. There's some kind of disconnect. I don't know what it is.
I wonder if it's this movie, because it's really all I've known her from, and it's hard to separate that attitude from that face now.
Oh, yes. I'm 100% convinced that she's a bitch in real life.
You're right. You don't think she's acting? You think she's like being legit?
She's too good at being a.
She is really
cold-hearted, ruthless bitch.
The thing is, here I agree with you, Shabak, and let me like echo your point right here. Anytime you think an actor and actress is not being real, like, or maybe they're not acting, they're just being themselves. Try to think of what they would look like when they were actually mad. And let me tell you, Shadwick's dead on, man. Like when she's showing you what she looks like mad, that's what she looks like.
She has some RBF, something fierce, that resting bitch face. Like
she does.
But let's not ignore the fact that as she comes in, she sits down at a table with a goddamn book in a bar. Like, who does that? You're asking for people to come hit on you and be like, we actually worked with some girl at the movie theater a long time ago.
Yeah.
And she was fairly attractive. And she was like, you just don't know what it's like going to the mall and just having people hit on you all the time. And I'm like, did you really just say that? Did that just come out of your fucking mouth? Are you kidding me? I was like, for that, you're cleaning toilets.
Oh, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping
duty. So, but yeah, man. So she walks in and sits down, and they're like, "Man, go hit on her," and he's not gonna do it. And then so the main brain, Wayne, is gonna go walk over there.
Wayne, the main brain, McClane.
Success! Oh, so now it's the main brain.
It's the main brain now. So he's gonna go over there, old Wayne, and throw his best lines, and she is not having any of it.
Yeah.
Like, she's just like, nope.
Yeah, Darren strikes out so hard, dude.
Yeah.
And she basically sends his weak ass, and this is when you first start to see he hasn't changed at all since he was a kid. Like, he's just instantly
because Wayne tricked him. Wayne tricked him and said, oh yeah, she wants to meet you.
He did.
And then Darren goes back over there, and then she's like, no. And then he's like, fuck, this sucks. And then as he walks away, he forgets his beer, his Miller Genuine Draft beer. Sponsor our podcast. Shadwick's like, I mean, I'll drink it.
He comes back to interrupt a fat Bart. He comes to interrupt a fat guy, like already sliding in his place and
fat guy
hitting
magician.
On her.
Yeah,
he's using magic. I used to think that was probably a good idea. Now I see.
Again, Leaf in our late teens, early 20s. We sucked.
How did I ever even get any at all, dude? It's unbelievable, dude. I was like, huzzah! The rose and make it appear out of thin air, dude. God, man. Why don't you stop me, Chris? Why don't you stop me from wearing that hat?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to do the magic trick. I'm going to make your pussy drop without touching it.
She's like, it's working. But yeah, the guy that plays the magician is old Kyle Gass from Tenacious D.
Kyle Gass,
dude. That's a funny little cameo in there for those that knew who Tenacious D was back then.
And he does an excellent job too. He's really funny, man.
Yeah,
like,
the rings where he does the rings and it's like the glasses or whatever.
I could have used a little more of him, honestly. Like I thought he was funny, like really good. I wish he came back somewhere in the film, but
she's telling him to piss off, and he's not listening. So she grabs Darren and is like, "This is my boyfriend. He just went to the bathroom or whatever."
Yeah,
and then the guy gets up and he's like, "Nice to meet you, Darren." Satan.
And he's right, dude. He knew.
Yeah. I also thought that was a Shadwick line. I was like, yeah, that was a Shadwick line.
Yeah, that was a good one. And so immediately she smells puss all over Darren. Like, it's just, she realizes this dude, like, because he sits down when she tells him to, and, he's still humiliated from his early rejection. So he tries to, even though she's got her, like, hand on him, and he doesn't even want to he doesn't want to start talking to her again. He's still
I'm
hurt.
really sorry about, like, talking. She's like, you should be sorry.
Apologizing.
And then, like, and then the guy comes by to get a drink. She's like, well, then buy me a drink. And then so she gets her a drink, and he's like, I'll have another one of these. She's like, you'll have a gin and tonic. Yeah, I'll have a gin and tonic.
And right there's where we split. We go in different directions.
Yeah.
Because to me, that would have been game on. Like,
really?
Yeah.
So now it's a game.
Yeah. Now it's a control game.
Right.
Because I would have been like, sir, she is very mistaken. I'd never drink gin. I'm not going to drink gin.
You're like,
God damn, I hate gin. D, you bitch.
That's exactly it.
But so do you see it already happening? And they're, even at the table, the boys are like, I can't believe he's like sitting down having a drink with her or whatever. And he's like, man, it's not like they're on a date or anything, or they're going steady.
Drinks, dude.
Dude, yeah, and they cheers. They've done a solid there, and they have to know. They have to know. They've been around Darren their whole life. They had to know this was.
They should have known. He
trips and falls hard, man.
He does, and unfortunately, the movie takes us 6 weeks into their relationship for one of the best scenes in the film, where Darren attempts to take their relationship to the next level. It just ends up with a sore neck, man.
That shit was great though. He wants to have sex. She doesn't want to cheapen it or whatever. And so he's like, okay. She's like, we can do other stuff to please each other. And then she starts to go. You see her like lower her head, and he even does a fist pump, like yes. And then she pulls him down.
She even like starts under his belt, but she just uses that as a handle to like pull him down.
And then it just cuts to him fucking like his jaws hurt or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I guess it means that he had to do it for hours.
Right. That's what I assumed too. That's.
Yeah.
So she's
not going to reciprocate.
Oh no, he wants to reciprocate, and she's got sensitive gums.
I was born with big gums, so.
And so she could use her hand, but hand jobs, he can give himself a hand job, and which he has to. So she gives him the proper accoutrement for that.
Why does she have that?
Well, he even says like, I mean, you could do other stuff, and she's like, oh yeah. And you think that she's going to? No.
Yeah. No, she gives him that. Yeah.
She gives him a magazine and some lotion, some tissues, and then turns the light out.
Oh, dude, I know this was, I don't know, man. Sounds checks a lot of boxes for me. Where I was like, yeah, this is pretty funny so far. Like, I'm still on it right now. I'm still with it.
Still laughing, but your fist is clenching slowly. Like next to your jeans, like that fucking Arnold meme or whatever it is, dude.
Oh, dude,
you're starting to feel like this is where I'm like starting to get mad. I ain't even like playing around. I'm just like that bitch, dude. Like, come on, you can't do nothing. And like, for guys of us who like we're maybe softer in our younger days, it just goes to show you that nice guys finish last.
It does.
Chadwick already had it figured out. He's like, oh, this is a power game. He recognized it instantly.
Yeah,
and me and Chris were like, if we just do it, or
maybe she'll come around eventually. Yeah,
my jaw will heal.
Because pans forward to this was the big thing back in the day. You'd start dating, especially in our group. You'd start dating a girl, And then it was like, all right, now I got to bring her around the boys. So, and this was the ultimate test because guess what? We're not going to take it easy on you. And it's going to be like basically going to be real and probably turned up to 10 because it's kind of a game. It's like initiation, right?
And a beer bong for the ladies?
No.
Totally cool. No peer pressure.
And
It
so,
is. And well, I mean, and the reason is just like, look, like that's our boy. Like we were here first, and it literally is a competition. So any of you girls out there, listen, Shavok's wife, have you ever had any animosity as our one female viewer from men? This is the reason why I think that that may have happened. If you were confused, it's like you're considered an invader, because we all know what happens next. Like we all know, so it's like men try to set that pecking order immediate. It's like, that's our boy. You're not going to take him away from us,
right? Because that's always what happens. It's like they go into seclusion and exile. It's like as soon as, especially if they don't like you, they're like, I don't want to hang out with your friends anymore.
Yeah,
and then
they'll fall in love, and here's the bottom line: our trio's down to 2.
Oh, it's like you don't see your friend for 2 years.
Yeah,
because he lives in Harrison with his bitch ex-wife.
It's not just me. I'm not gonna lie, the fucking book in the bar thing nearly sent me over the edge this time. I started having PTSD. Started having PTSD
but
flashbacks.
Dude, when he's gonna take her to meet the boys, and this house was basically like when we had a house in East Brainerd. It was like me, Matt, and Phil lived there, and dude. It was equally as shitty of a place as this was.
Just like this, man. Like,
but it was so much fun because I think rent was like $500 between 3 of us, and we had a used vacuum cleaner on the roof we'd thrown up there.
Hello? I said, don't disturb you. I'm cleaning my room.
And like we were right off a major road, so people saw it all.
And we were starting to get like a little bit older too. So
a sucking liquid sound.
It did.
Yes, dude. I may have had fun more personally. Like I never lived with Chris until way later on, but I may have had more fun here than 1507 when I think about it. Because like a lot of times I'm like, man, like the 1507 was like the original, like sort of one of the original places that that Chris, when he moved out. Like, obviously, I still live with my parents, and we had, I had a Christian conservative upbringing.
I have exorcised the demons. This house is clear.
Like, it was a party place for us to go, and I think this next house Chris lived in, which is much similar to, Wayne and JD's place, was just, it was a dive, but dadgummit was it fun, man.
And
like,
that's what it was. Like they're watching football, she's coming over, she's dressed with what's with the open shirts in this, by the way? Like
I don't know.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. It's weird.
You don't like it?
I don't mind it.
No, I just I don't know, it's distracting.
I think that's the purpose.
I know, but not in like not a good way. Like I don't mind some cleave, but like I don't know. This is just weird.
Yeah, I think it's
she must have been wearing some tape and
a couple of those.
She definitely was. She takes a tumble here in a little bit, and there's, there's
even
no acting,
movement.
There's no movement there. But like. So Darren finally brings her name, by the way, we didn't talk about it, is Judith.
Judy, awesome to meet you.
Judith.
Like Fessbegler is her name. And so here she is. She's coming. He's trying to introduce her to his friends. Immediately, they show her their Neil Diamond memorabilia, and she is just already not having it.
Oh, dude. Jack Black opens the door with a beer bong. They're drinking fucking Red Dog beer, by the way, on the booze watch. Like,
beer bong for the lady?
Yeah, and and like you said, they got this Neil Diamond collection. She immediately is trying to psychology their shit and be like, diagnosing them with this obsessive like disorder they have, and
because she is a psychiatrist or whatever. She has like she's a practice.
Find out that old Neil doesn't want them around anymore apparently because they just wanted to party with Neil.
It's just one tiny restraining order, dude.
It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
If you think about it. So, because he's going to be in town in a couple weeks, and they're not able to go because of said restraining order. But whatever.
They'll redeem themselves by the end of the film.
For
sure. I'm sure. So,
but you have the slapstick moment on the recliner where they're gonna JD is going to clean off the freaking recliner. It's got chips and shit all over. I mean, it's basically like every party house you ever went to. It's nasty, so nasty, and like there's just shit everywhere. She doesn't want to be there. She sits down.
It's like Fraser's dad's chair.
Yeah.
Yes.
She tries to. He's trying to recline it. She doesn't want it reclined, and then
fucking piece of shit.
It just like knocks her over backwards.
No trouble.
She gets salsa on her shirt. The beer spills on her, and she's before that even she's like, I don't want to be. Let's leave. Like I want to leave. And
she's already trying to get out.
So she's mad as shit, and then
she did that stunt right with the
the chair? I think so. Yeah. And so they're like, oh, like let me get you a towel or whatever, like. And then all of a sudden they score a touchdown. And so their celebration is to shake the beers up or whatever. And it just cuts to her car, like getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah. I just can't imagine anybody doing that. Like the beer, like just.
No, that's just. I think that's just a. Yeah, I don't get that either.
I think it's
like
just to
you
make
drink
more
like
of a
one
mess.
sip of beer. Yeah,
yeah, it's just to make a mess on film because it's even more not obnoxious, right?
Yeah,
like if there's any more reason for her to leave, like now they're spraying beer on each other. It's like real guys don't do that.
When she's dressing him down in the car, she doesn't want him to hang out with him anymore, which was always our biggest fear when our friends would bring their girlfriends around. And
you're quitting that stupid band.
Yeah, and she said no more sex. She's not gonna let him go down on her anymore.
And she even threatens.
She's like, no sex, and he's like, what? And she goes, you can't go down on me for a month.
Yep.
And he's like, but and she goes, don't make me take away your masturbation privileges.
Bitch can try.
I know, and all of us are just like me and Leaf are just flashing back. Maybe this is why this movie's just gutting me. Is what
It's just tearing us apart.
What I used to be and what my friends used to be. Like,
there's an audible groan from the five men sitting in the theater that went to watch this film.
Went to watch this. Yeah,
like,
it was
come on.
Yeah, it was an audible groan that sounded like everybody's saying in unison. Bitch can try.
Yeah, right, dude.
But so he's got to quit the band.
It's over. I
don't know, man. That's just that one hurt a little bit too. The whole like
it did.
Can't hang out with the friends. You got to quit the band.
We don't got no goddamn band.
It was like all of Chris's checklist.
Yeah, it's the one thing that every guy like freaking like actually fears to hear when he's in a new relationship. The ultimatum, dude. Like that's a relationship killer on either side. Either you never see your friends again, or you lose a girl who you're obviously attached to.
And the reality is, you should have taken the Shadwick theory.
Either they won't sleep with you, and then there's really no need to ever call them again, or they do sleep with you. And then there's really no need to ever call them again.
Yeah. And so that's exactly basically what happens. Darren chooses her.
Pussy, 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 pussy.
He quits the freaking band, and he can't see them any longer. And of course, Wayne and JD take this as you might expect they would. They're angry.
And she made him burn his Neil Diamond records.
That's the last straw.
I don't mean to derail us, but I want to go back a little bit. They've been dating for 6 weeks, and they've not done any kind of like sexual stuff at all. Have you guys ever been in a relationship? Have you ever dated someone for 6 weeks and never done anything?
I have. Yeah.
I'm actually, dude, for like I don't know, maybe like 12 or 13 years of my life, I was dating this and it did nothing. And
actually, I got Chris beat. I dated women, but I was cheating on them with this.
Monogamy.
Because we were jerking off to our audio listeners.
We're holding up our right hands.
But jack off jokes. I got you.
No, I did. No, it never. There never was. It was at least like making out and other stuff. There were releases happening.
Yeah.
There was no like, we're not doing anything sitting on our hands.
Yeah, exactly. But there wasn't like, I thought he was asking about like penetrative, like sex. Like there were,
No,
like
no.
I dated girls who were like very conservative, like in high school, and they were like,
They only let you put it in her butt.
they were, I mean, they were Catholic, Chadwick.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
They-
That's what I'm talking about. Those Christian girls.
Yeah, what options do they have?
What
man,
options
you know?
do they have? You know what I mean? We're not Mormon. We're not soaking. You're welcome. Go ahead and look that up. You'll have a fun little rabbit hole from your friends. Enjoy it.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
So they're gonna try to talk to Darren now because they need their friend back. We've all been there. When a succubus takes your friend away.
The succubus enchants its victim with an eerie melody. This is the succubi power. Only playing this melody backwards can vanquish the succubus power.
You just want your friend back, man. So,
dude, when
Step
they find out that like that she's burned, she forced them to burn the Neil Diamond records. Like that's just it, dude.
Yeah.
And they try to continue on with the band by replacing
dude,
Darren
he's got the way to making you move it.
like, yeah. And it immediately cuts and you see this Indian guy they've replaced Darren with.
He's
played
got
by
the way to making me move it, cherry baby.
You got to lick it before you kick it. You got to make it soft and wet before you stick it.
played by Christopher Logan.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, man. And clearly it's not working. And so obviously JD and Wayne come up with a plan to try to like get him back. And
gotta get him back. And they use charts and graphs and
it's
Dow
logical,
Jones.
man. Yeah, the wireless
stock markets.
stocks.
Yeah. But they try to show him like, look, man, fun was at an all-time high. Now it's at an all-time low. Girls, they're really that high, but it's also at an all-time low now.
Look, before Judith, our fun level was at an all-time high, 93. It is now an 8.
And they're just trying to convince him, but he can't be bothered, man, because he's got to heat the wax up. Because he's got to wax Judith's legs
need
tonight.
more wax.
Oh God,
dude!
Which, by the way, when early on when JD gets her name wrong, he calls her Judy, and she's like Judith. It reminded me of other guys where she's like, Christineth, are you stupid?
Yes.
God, I can't wait to cover that one. That was
but like, it's just, I think the way also that the guy that plays Darren, Jason Biggs plays Darren. Like he literally, even up until this point, and I think for most of the movie, he doesn't act like he even really misses those guys.
I know that's kind of.
I think that's what pains me more than anything. He doesn't like. There's no.
I think
moments.
I'm really like uncovering why this movie doesn't hit for me. It's all the fucking all of us, all the years we missed with even me and Leaf with each other. Like years we missed out on because we were dating people.
Dude.
Like
I trusted you, loved you, and you betrayed me.
I never meant to hurt you, my lord.
You leave me nothing.
That we never married, or we didn't, or we still currently aren't married to.
He should have created a podcast with his friends.
He should have. That's it. Could have worked all this out for the tens of 15s of viewers.
So it turns out that Wikipedia was right. It turns out Wikipedia was right all along. Maybe this comedy is too black for us.
Yeah, it's or dark. Maybe Wikipedia. Maybe choose your words better.
use your words better, okay?
Yeah, but anyway, so he's really just not hearing it, man. He's got to get back to. He hops back on his Vespa.
Got room for one more if you still want to go to Aspen.
And he's like
It's Judith. And he's back to go wax his girlfriend's legs, because why not? So
he's not waxing that ass.
No. You have to find it first.
He's not. His so they try the direct approach first. They go to their friend, and so that doesn't work. So they round two is they decide to go talk to Judith directly and convince her to
she is
dump
such a bitch out of the gate. The lets him know her hourly rate.
Get the hell out of here.
Whoa, wait. Just give us a minute, okay?
My rate is $200 an hour.
Yeah, they go to her office, and she is like...
And she's basically like, what am I going to get out of it? And Leaf, do you want to talk about the picture that Darren shows here?
So Wayne...
Or that Wayne shows, excuse me.
Wayne offers Judith the deed to his grandmother's house, and, like, he holds up the picture.
There's my mom, there's my dad, there's me. My dad was dropping me on my head, but...
And the best part is, like, when he's talking about it, he starts to break up a little bit when he's like he's about to start crying. They dropped me on my head a little, but it's... That's the one fucking picture he has. Again, fucking cha-ching, great comedy.
So funny, man. It's so funny, man. And this is the second part that cracks me up every time. I don't know if Shaq laughed at this one, but Judith obviously refuses the offer, and Wayne snaps. Like, dude, like freaking... Man, the actor that plays Zahn, man, Steve Zahn, the guy that plays Wayne, is so funny. Like, he challenges
He's been in so much shit, and he's good in everything.
I was going to say, he's another one that should have been a bigger star than what he is.
Man.
He owns every like...
Steve Zahn, sponsor our podcast.
Please, dude. We need to talk to him. He challenges Judith to an arm wrestling match after she refuses the deed to his grandmother's house because she has a slave now, and she's not going to give him up. She basically tells them that.
She does. Flat out, he does whatever I tell him to do.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And she likes it. And so Wayne challenges her to an arm wrestling match for control of Darren, and he loses. And as soon as
she dissects him too, and she's like,
You've got quite a grip. You must be a heavy masturbator.
I win, you lose.
Yep. And he loses, and so he snaps. He just starts screaming, and he grabs her lamp, and he doesn't break it. He just twists it around.
I laughed. That was one of my hardest laughs the last time I watched this, and I don't know why, but it's just it's childish.
It's so immature,
and
it's just like his way of getting back at her, and that's the only thing he can do. But it's like it's so impotent because it didn't really do any. Like he could have smashed something in her office, but he did the worst thing he could do without doing any real damage. And I think that's what made me laugh about it because he's so mad. Boy, dude. They realize desperate times call for desperate measures. So Wade,
they gotta frame him, man.
They gotta frame him, dude. Wade and JD hire 2 hookers.
I like that. It's like how much? She's like 50, which I'm like, it's a pretty good deal. It's gonna be 200 for your friend.
What are you talking about? JD's hung evidently, as they told Judith in the scene before.
Yeah, he is hung. But yeah, man. So they're gonna take the hooker and I, and they're gonna go take pictures and frame.
Yeah, dude. And this whole night with these girls,
these ladies of the night.
It really reminded me of a writer's retreat.
Oh, God damn it. Well, I mean, joke's on you. Only your wife listens.
She doesn't listen.
She doesn't listen anymore. None of them listen. Nothing could be further from the truth. It's four dudes just laughing at dick and fart jokes for 2 days.
Hello. Is it me you're looking for? Is it something in your eye? I want to be the someone that somebody is looking for.
Dude, they would be so ashamed it wasn't anything more if they snuck in, dude. They just
like, nothing here? Yeah. Just booze and crown?
Me and Shavit.
They're like, is that incense you're burning?
Did you just do shots out of princess shot glasses?
Is that sangria? What the fuck, guys?
Did Leaf make chimichurri sauce to bring here from Van?
Yeah, that part's true. Chimichurri sauce, like steak really sandwiches.
But anyway, so they're going to frame and put Darren's face over all the hooker shots. Unfortunately,
it's before Photoshop, by the way.
Yeah, unfortunately, I should just use AI. And so they send the pictures to old Judith. Are you stupid? It's Judith. But so they send it to her, and then she comes to their house.
She confronts them
she's
about
like,
it.
Oh wow! Like, is there anything? Do you see anything weird about this? And they're like, oh, you should probably dump him. Like out of the game.
He's cheating on you.
He's cheating on
with
you.
2 girls. I guess dump him?
Yeah, just dump him, and then she just...
Hey! Darren doesn't have a tattoo.
And they're like, fuck.
Yeah.
And so
they're
what do you do now, man? Like that was their ace in the hole.
They're sort of at the end of their rope, man. And so, to make everything worse, all of their interjecting and their meddling has caused Judith to decide to move up the timetable a little bit.
She's gonna lock that shit down,
and
son.
So the next day at lunch, he shows up. Darren shows up at lunch with his boys with a little announcement.
Judith proposed to me. We're engaged. What? Yeah, starting next week, I'll be known as Mr. Darren Fessbagler.
I mean, do we get canceled? Like, I mean, can we still say it's just like that's the dumbest shit ever?
I don't know. I fucking don't get it. I get not changing your name. Like, if you don't want to change it,
or
like,
hyphen it or whatever. Like, even that to me is a little weird. But like,
yeah, it's same. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like, are you in or are you not in? I mean,
like, dude, yeah.
That's what I feel like.
Do you have an extra scalpel? Do you want to cut my balls off and put them in your pocket so you don't just metaphorically own them? You can physically hold them in your pocket? I mean, I feel like a 50s housewife right now. Like, my dreams don't count. You're like...
Now, my wife, it was easy money because she was real big about monograms everywhere.
Yeah.
And her maiden name and my last name had the same initials, so it was an easy peasy transition there. Didn't have to change shit. Yeah.
Well, so we got married kind of later in life, so we were already established in our careers,
Yeah.
So my wife kept her name.
That's what I mean. Like that's what I'm saying.
It's not an issue. I'm not taking her name.
That's what I mean. Like that's what I mean. Like if you don't want it, that's fine.
Because Judith, and I think she has a point here, it would be sexist to change my name.
Yeah, I like that. He's just like totally bought in on this. Like, she has a point, and so they know now at this point, they're like, fuck. Like, it's over. Yeah.
She's shown her hand, the final play of dominance, and it's basically over, but a miraculous thing happens, gentlemen. As they're sitting in there having their lunch, distraught over the news, suddenly a young lady, a grown Sandy Perkis,
from the circus,
played by Amanda Detmer, has come back into town and runs smack dab into Darren.
Sandy Perkis.
Oh my God, Darren.
Wow, hey.
It's been so long.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about a cute voice, pitch, tone, face, body, personality that's type Chris? This
man. She
with
is
the bubbly attitude.
So cute, man.
Dude.
She's smiling. She's like happy.
And she has an ass.
She does.
She doesn't suffer from the condition that Judith has that I like to call skillet ass.
I always called it Nasitol because she has no acetol.
Yeah.
But yes,
or carpasitis.
But she comes in. They embrace. They talk because he's happy. He's engaged. He doesn't see any harm in it. And they're like, so now the old Wayne fucking the hamster wheels turning, and he says, I have something here.
Yeah.
This could be the best thing that happened because that was his one true love. Remember until. What are we, probably 8 weeks into this or whatever?
But she doesn't remember Wayne and JD.
Especially
even though they try to remind her.
And JD reminds her about, I believe, what his left nut hair was singed off, and it just never grew back.
Well, he painted a tuxedo on when he went to prom.
I spilled a drink, and the paint ran, and everyone could see my dong.
Yeah.
They can see it anyways, dude. Like,
also, by the way, we have also known people and had friends like that too that would say the most inappropriate shit without knowing it.
It is a colonoscopy.
Okay.
In your experience, what should I be expecting in terms of sensation?
Yeah.
Like when they do know it, then it's funny and you understand like what they're doing.
I feel attacked.
Yeah,
no,
right.
you knew it and you would do it on purpose, and that's fine.
Inappropriate. Stop it right now.
That's calculation.
I've known people or worked with people that did not know, and you're just like, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Can we get out of here?
Sweet.
Awesome. I guess I'm not getting laid tonight, so that was fun. I hope that joke was worth it, Ted.
Right. But Wayne and JD are emboldened by this one singular chance they see to try to rescue their friend from a controlling bitch who even he doesn't even seem at this point in the film to even know he's being controlled. Like he's just drank the Kool-Aid. He is all in with this. So emboldened by this singular chance, they rush into Judith and Darren's like engagement party, which they weren't invited to.
Here's where I'm confused a little bit on locations in this movie.
Okay.
Is this Darren's house or is this Judith's house?
It appears to be Darren's house because I think it's the same house that's in the end of the film.
Okay.
When what's her name's moving in.
So Darren has this house, and then when he comes, and she's introducing him to new friends because she's I'm moving these people out. And
she's replaced like Darren's old
and so
friends,
she's like whatever. So they walk in JD and Wayne, and they're like, get away from him, like new friends or whatever.
Fuck you, replacement friend.
They're like, we're his friends, not you. And they're causing a scene. They end up getting kicked out. And this is where you get the line, like, I love this fucking, it was in the trailer, it was in everything. And here's what's funny is like, this is a Neil Diamond line, apparently, right?
Yeah! Coming on, yeah!
Like, so they did this in front of Neil, and Neil's like, I don't understand, like, what is that? And they're like, you did that, like, from your live show or whatever. And he's like, what?
In real life?
They showed him the clip, and he didn't realize, like, he was doing that in this song. Like, he knew he was doing it, but he didn't realize, like, that's what it was. Like, it was this thing he was doing in a song.
Yeah, I don't think so. What it was is, and you can identify with this, Chris. What it was is, it was sort of an ad lib that he would do before the song. So he was building up to one of his hits. He would say and sing random things, right? And that was one of the buildups. It'd be like somebody like play that one like fill you did. You'd be like, I don't remember that.
I don't remember that shit. Yeah,
that's exactly what it was. So it's like it's not in his song,
right? And so like anyway, so that's what this is from. And so like that's it. Again, this was in the trailer. This is like one of the iconic lines.
So that's just like us picking out the most obscure quote out of a movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Like, and so now they're on a mission. They're gonna get their friend back.
This is it.
This is it because he's gonna have new friends. No,
she's she not only stole them, she's replacing them. Yeah, and she has definitely drawn a line in the sand. They're not having it, so they concoct the plan of plans, the ultimate plans. They've decided they're going to kidnap Judith and set Darren up with Sandy. That's the full plan.
I do like as they're coming up with this plan, they're driving down the road.
Yes,
and I like this in movies when they use references like to other movies, like they're calling her like Vader. And
No, she's the Emperor. Yeah, but with really great tits. Okay.
It makes the conversation more real because you quote shit outside of.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's what literally our podcast is based on.
I was going to say, like, that's all we do and all we have done for fucking 20-something years. So probably longer than that. But so they have this plan. They're going to kidnap Judith, like you said, and set him up with, what's her, Sandy? Is that her name?
Yeah, Sandy.
You know what? She's kind of like Mother Teresa.
Yeah, but with way better tits.
It's yes, exactly. It's the ongoing theme. So their plan to come in here, which I think we referenced for some reason, Chadwick referenced Jar Jar Binks at one point. We had this Jack Black clip in here when he's got the pantyhose on his head.
What's that happened to you? What's burn your face? Annie Popelli, what's that happened to you?
But they're going to go in and they're doing some recon shit. Wayne's got full-on camo face paint.
Yeah.
And they're going to trank her with his tranks. Yeah. And they're going to kidnap her. And
they're taking her. And Wayne's up on the power lines. He's trying to like cut the power.
He keeps cutting the wrong one.
He keeps cutting the wrong one. The power's going out to like all the neighborhood. He finally gets the security, I guess. And at this point in time, Darren is ridden off in his moped. God knows why, but they waited for that.
I'm
So
sure he's
gone.
going back to the home. He's got a late night bingo set. He's got to get. And so
he's got some bedpans to clean out.
Yeah, he does have some bedpans to clean out. So they go inside the house. You can have some kind of funny shit here. They're doing the back and forth. We won't go like super into it, but if you've seen the movie, you know what we're talking about. You do have the. Of course, she ends up just kicking the shit out of both of them. You do have the fat guy joke where JD, instead of like looking for her, he ends up eating shit out of the refrigerator, some old spaghetti or something. Like
he's not even into the
spaghetti.
Yeah,
yeah,
on a sweater.
He's eating their leftovers, and so the altercation happens. Judith wakes up out of bed and refuses to be tranked. Actually, Wayne tranks himself.
Ow!
So he's incapacitated for a moment, and JD is just a complete little pussy, and he runs, and Judith chases him down, and dude, she just completely emasculates both of them, beats them up.
I will say there's something attractive about how athletic she is.
Yeah,
she has good form when she's running, and she does kick their ass.
I just want to
everything about her is attractive except for the attitude in this movie, and I think that's the personality that changes it for us.
In the beginning, and again, I don't want to see in the comments, I said that she was very attractive. I just said she didn't have an ass or many other juicy assets. That's all I said. I did never insinuate that she was not. Go back and listen, because I practiced this like in the mirror.
You are Nathan fucking Shelley.
So that I wouldn't mess this up after I was drinking.
Mess it up.
Yeah, dude. So I never said she was unattractive. She is very attractive. She is super hot.
See, I don't think she's very attractive.
I think she's attractive.
I don't think at all.
No. She is attractive, but there's something going on with her face. I don't know if her eyes are inset too much, or there's there's a bad ratio with her jaw. There's something.
God damn it! I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
It's 100% the personality for me.
I think so.
I think taken out of if I
guys,
see her in public without this movie performance, I think that she's very attractive.
There's a good chance here she's just such a good actress that all three of us are retarded, and she's actually like a great person, and she's just an insanely good actress. There's a chance.
Right. There's a chance. But so while she's
there's also a chance that there's a reason we've never seen her in an interview.
So JD tries to get away, and he gets the high school treatment of the swirly going on here.
Hadn't seen one of those in film in forever.
Speaking of, what a clean toilet this was, especially from the underneath shot. I was like, oh, that's a clean toilet, because I guarantee you, if you went in my bathroom right now and you did the underneath shot, I feel bad for you, sir.
Might be a little murky. A little bit murky under there, dude.
Well, that just goes back to her, anal retentive personality, right?
Yeah, making him clean everything. But so it ends.
I didn't think about that. You're right. She probably made him clean the toilet.
And so it has to be up to her standards. But so as the swirly's happening, she finally gets tased.
Taser face!
By old Wayne, which is hilarious. Dude. So it shocks the shit out of JD and her. She does a great fucking pass out, goofy, shocked face too.
It's
and now they got her, man. Dude,
they got her. They toss her in Wayne's exterminator van, and down the road they go back to their lair at somewhere outside of 1507 in where Chris is.
And dude,
place.
Yeah, man. And then so right then, the old Vespa's coming back in, the moped. He's back from bingo night, and he's left with a mysterious note.
A mysterious Dear John letter, dude, that basically says she's done with him.
It's typed and printed, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she's done with him, and she's leaving him, and that's just it. And of course, he is obviously devastated.
Crestfallen.
Crestfallen.
Can we just get a shirt that says crestfallen?
It's just going to be in our notes. So JD is left in charge of feeding and guarding Judith, which is a huge mistake. We'll find out shortly because he is the biggest idiot. While Wayne initiates phase 2 of the plan and decides to set up Darren with Sandy, he goes ahead to meet Sandy before to kind of like lay the ground, and you've seen him do this before in the bar.
Right.
You notice like this is why like Wayne is such like an ultimate bro, dude. He's trying to cushion the blow, and help
Dude, not
his
to mention
friend.
he's letting like his buddy stay at his house too. He's got a free house.
Dude.
He's letting freaking JD stay there. You assume like
Wayne
Darren was
is the
staying
one
there
you
at some
want,
point.
man.
Yeah.
Wayne is your friend. And so he talks to Sandy and kind of is like, hey, listen, I just want to talk to you about, Darren, and he really likes you, and I know you kind of like, y'all hit it off. And she's like, yeah, that's fine, but there's just one problem. She tells Darren she's decided to become a nun.
I know. And you're like, well, that was a twist because you think like, oh, she's married or she's got a boyfriend. No.
Yeah.
She's going to have a nun. And this is what this movie did right. There's 2 flashback scenes in this that fucking had me gutted.
Yeah.
And this is the first one of those.
Yes.
And
this
go
was,
ahead, Leaf.
Bro. So the reason she's going to become a nun is because she's experienced some very traumatic events. So it turns out when her family joined the circus, she fell in love with a trapeze artist, an amazing, good-looking Italian man named Luigi Panini. who was her partner in trapeze.
He was very handsome, but very vain.
Veiny.
There were some talent scouts or something at this.
Yes,
dude, yeah.
Everything was perfect between them except for
he had to lube up his hair with some.
Dude, that's why he's so
what is
vain.
that? What is that? Hair
I'm pretty
gel?
sure it was some fop.
Well, I don't want fop, goddammit. I'm a Dapper Dan man. Watch.
Dapper Dan man, dude. So he does this quadruple backflip, which I love the shot on this. Not only is it like goofy that they're like there's talent scouts there like watching him, but he's mid like 4 flips, and in like mid 4 flips they look over each other like, yeah, like,
He's good. He's really good.
It's this absurd like over nodding and like overacting like, and he lands it, but oh shit, he's got the fucking hair shit on there.
Slipping, dude. The fop is like slipping, bro.
Dude, I've never seen like blue green.
Oh
fucking,
no,
they made it nasty.
They did.
One of the other funny things that made me laugh is the as he's about to perform the event, the trick, the voiceover artist is like, and now Luigi Panini is going to perform the most dangerous stunt in the history of trapeze, the quadruple beerman.
Yeah.
I looked it up. It's not a thing.
It's not a thing.
I don't know why they made that up because I was just like,
it's good shit. But so anyway, so he falls to his death. Why this is some shit that was like instant Leaf and Chris laugh in our 20s, and still like I still like it's this tragedy that's so absurd that he like fell to his death, and then that led her to want to be a nun.
Yeah, it's just like in Happy Gilmore when like his dad gets killed in a hockey
it's the same shit, right?
Well, you know what? I was saying about that earlier. The beginning of this movie is a lot like the beginning of Happy Gilmore.
Dude, there's a ton of parallels in this.
Yeah,
there
like
really
the very
are.
beginning, there's this the death scenes or whatever, the flashbacks that are absurd as fuck. Like,
I think I figured it out. I literally think I figured it out. But before I give my tirade, I believe this is a perfect time to tell everybody about our Patreon. So, dude,
we do the thing. We do the thing, dude.
Like
we're
us.
on there. If you're digging what we're doing, go check us out on Patreon. We've got super cheap deals right now going on. Our top tier is like, what is it, $4.99?
Dude,
like you're gonna get
$5, man.
Outtakes every single week from the stuff that didn't make air. And you listen to this podcast, and you know if it didn't make air, it's probably pretty bad. So
we put it on Patreon.
It made me laugh.
Put it on Patreon. Yeah, nah, man.
That's what you're paying for.
Yeah, on Patreon, like I said, we have our outtakes, we have bonus episodes, we have several video game episodes on there, Road Rash, Toe Jam and Earl, Mortal Kombat Arcade.
You've got me stumbling through stuff when I can't get my words out.
Yeah.
It's good stuff,
Shadow's
though,
got
man.
mush mouth. But yeah, dude, go check it out. We're going to have some interviews that are going to be posted on there exclusively coming up. So anyway, check it out. Tell your friends and Patreon. Just go do it.
Just go do it. So
Come on.
I think you guys helped me figure it out. I think you guys helped me figure it out. I think I know why this movie just didn't do well, and I think it comes down to the film didn't take enough chances with some of the content. I think it abused its R rating on the earlier hooker titty flick scene.
Hooker and I.
Excuse me. The hooker and I.
And it didn't push like the comedy envelope, right? Like it didn't. There's a lot of scenes I see now that like I feel like could be dramatically improved if you just go like that extra step.
Yeah,
right?
because this death scene felt like a PG-13 movie.
It did.
Death scene,
It felt
right?
like it was edited for TV, and it's the real version. It's like,
And
bro,
let's be
like,
honest. Straight up, Happy Gilmore was a PG-13 movie.
Yes.
Right? But it worked for what it was and how it was made and they even pushed a lot of lines in that movie.
Yeah.
Virginia, put out a press release concerning Happy Gilmore being thrown off the tour. I want to see a draft by 6 p.m.
Same director, but this one is just, I think this one, to your point, yes, they didn't take enough chances with the rated R, so it didn't live up to what we wanted as a rated R comedy. But I think, too, the underlying trauma that a lot of people that like these movies have experienced I think this hits way too close to home for a lot of people.
Maybe that's the other side of the
This is what I
coin,
really
then.
think. I think for me is like where that's probably what it is. It's like, fuck.
Yeah. And I agree with you. That's why I said what I just said, because I feel like, okay, well, what's going to bring me out of that? Well, it's going to be like really like really dark and crazy comedy, and they just don't. They don't
like
pull
let me
out.
see Luigi hit the ground and turn into goo.
Yeah.
let me see Luigi. I don't know, kill a health insurance executive.
God damn it.
I'm leaving that in. That's staying in. Dude.
Leave it in. Like Shadwick on a Saturday night. I'm leaving it in. So after this traumatic story, she hasn't taken her vows yet.
This is Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She after taking her vows.
So there's still a chance.
She's still up in the air. It's not done yet. Once it's done, it's done. Yeah.
Yeah. Once she takes her vows, it's over. So she's becoming a nun. But so Wayne's like, okay, well, you're not a nun yet. Like, why don't you just go like hang out with Darren? She's like, okay, I guess.
So he goes to talk to Darren. He's like, Darren, man, like she really wants to see you. And Darren's like, no, Judith is coming back. Like, I'm not going to give up on Judith unless she's dead. And then Darren's like,
Saddle! Saddle, 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 saddle!
Done.
Do you guys know anyone named Darren?
I did. I grew up with a dude named Darren.
My brother's one of his best friends in high school was Darren. Yeah, I knew a guy named Darren.
I don't know any other than that gay dude from Bewitched.
Oh, Be Kind, Let's Rewind would like to apologize to all Darrens out there right now. Like, Shadwick's opinions don't represent the...
they don't represent me and Leaf.
The podcast
also,
as a
the
whole.
gay guy from Bewitched was married to the hot-ass witch in that show.
He was.
Yeah, but in real life, the dude was gay.
I mean, was he? Or did he die?
It's not my opinion.
It's not a guess. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah. If you don't believe me, ask his asshole.
Shadow's like, ass. I'm lost. Where the hell are we in the synopsis?
So now they're going to do the next logical thing, which is dig up a corpse.
Yes.
And make it look like Judith is dead. So they take her car.
It is the only logical thing to do.
And also, again, on brand with JD as they're down in the grave, like digging her up. He's just like,
Oh my God.
What is it?
This dead chick is really stacked.
It's like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, man. Yeah.
So she puts it. They put her the corpse in a car, and this is great too. So put her in the car. This explosion had to cost so much fucking money.
This is where like $1 million went
like,
for sure.
They send this car off,
with the corpse, Judith's car, by the way, with the corpse inside to mimic.
Knowing that it's going to, I guess they assume it's going to explode and then incinerate the body, and then people just assume, oh, it's her car, she's been missing, blah, blah, blah. So this happens. I like on the news report where like Darren finds out and he's sitting there and he's just like, Jason Biggs does a great job where he's like, oh yeah, and like he's like snapping in and out of being shocked and like crying, and then they're like,
and in unrelated news, the body of deceased local resident Joan Snurd was dug up in an apparent grave robbing last night. Police have arrested 3 Cuban nationals.
3 Cuban nationals were arrested for grave robbing. So 3 immigrants.
Was that like a story? Was that like a real news thing back then? I just wondered if that was a reference to something.
I have no idea, but I don't know. It was the convenient placement of a news article like they always have in movies, but then it just like took a left turn being like 4 Cuban nationalists were arrested for this, like when you just saw who did it. Like.
I think it's a convenient plot device to let you know they got away with it. I think that's what it is. It's like,
and so, but it's just funny. So now Darren is like, he's again crestfallen.
He's lighting candles. He's just trying to he's just mourning like the death of his fiance who was murdered.
He's lighting candles like Andy getting ready to whack off.
Dude, he was, man.
Yes, dude.
Except I am you. But meanwhile, Judith, the real Judith, is still alive and well, locked up in a basement, and JD's not so good, coach, at doing the thinking. So the first, he's delivering her meals in his mascot outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she instantly
she sniffs that out real quick.
She instantly deduces like who her captors are. She's smarter than both of these guys, stronger. She's just better than all.
She's smarter than the average bear.
Than all of them. Yeah, exactly. And so they
smarter than the average bitch.
We'll see you later, JD.
Take it easy, Judith.
So now she knows who they are, and so now who can they talk to about this? Well, it's time to go talk to old Coach in the prison.
Yeah, because they don't know what to do with her. Yeah, you're right. So she's discovered their identities.
I love every single one of his scenes. His energy.
Coach! Well, if it ain't my favorite third-string quarterback, then the best damn mascot Wheaton High School ever had. Look at he's still got it.
He remembers him?
Yeah, he remembers him, and he remembers the best mascot whatever high school's ever had.
Is this the other flashback about why he's in prison?
Yeah, it's about to happen right now.
And so that's when they find out why he's in, or they talk about why he was in prison. There was a bad call.
Well, that ref got what he deserved.
He did. He missed the call, and he fucking threw the first down marker that happened to skewer him.
Whoops.
I believe, like Shadwick said in the past, in the industry, it's called a spit roast. But he was run straight through, and so he's in prison for that. But they're going to ask him.
The ref, I believe, was the director.
Yeah, I thought that
Dugan. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's who it was. I couldn't ever find an actual credit on that, but I read several things that said that.
Yeah.
But
so Coach murdered a guy, and they're asking his advice about what to do with Judith, and of course.
Well, he throws that first down marker and it skewers the guy, and he goes, "Whoops!"
Yep. It's an accident. Man. See, it's proof
he didn't mean
it was an
to.
accident.
No,
He didn't do it.
But they go through the whole what happened and what they're doing, and they're like, "Yeah, so we have her," and he's like,
Is that it? Is that everything?
Yeah.
Kill her.
well, now hold on.
He's like, remember what I always told you?
If you can dream it, you can do it. Exactly.
this is what I mean. As we relive all of this is hysterical shit.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it just doesn't check all the boxes for us, man.
Oh man, it's so close, dude.
So they try. They're like, no, you don't have all the details yet. So then they hash everything out to him, and he's like, is that all the details? And they're like, yeah. Like,
killer,
dude. So they hype themselves up to shoot her, and they run down, and they're both holding the gun, so neither of them like has to do it alone.
And she's completely unfazed. Like
she knows they're not going to do it.
You're not going to shoot me.
They're pussies, and they're not going to do it, and they don't. She's absolutely right. They can't bring themselves to murder her. They don't have the sack, or they're just not those kinds
fortitude.
Of guys.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
thank you. They're not those kinds of guys. So that's when the next day happens. They just basically leave her tied up in the basement, and the next day Wayne does finally manage to convince Darren to go on a date with Sandy, despite the fact that Darren is in mourning.
Yeah, can't you see he's in mourning?
Yeah, he shows up. She shows up to the date dressed as a nun. Like already, like if there's
I've never seen a nun outfit like that. By the way,
well, I mean, she's a nun in
except
training.
on Halloween.
Yeah, well, I don't mind it.
Maybe it's the nun in training.
And that's my point.
Yeah.
And so, for a moment, they're both relieved that the pressure is off because Darren discovers she's about to become a nun. So they're like, okay, my friends want us to hook up. Like, Darren knows what's happening, right? And he's like,
so
look,
we're good now.
We're good. Let's just be friends and have dinner and talk. But unfortunately, during the dinner, he starts to break down over Judith's supposed death.
And how does Sandy cover him, Leaf?
Dude, she sings the 1980 classic, Hello Again, Hello.
It's good to need you so.
By Neil Diamond to comfort him, and they both discover they are massive Neil Diamond fans.
Dude, I think this is one of the movies. This is the one thing from this movie. I always knew of Neil Diamond, but this movie made me kind of go back and go through that catalog a little bit.
Yeah,
dude, some fucking bangers, man.
Neil Diamond had some bangers, guys. We're saying it.
I need to go back and listen.
There's some good. This one's good, and this is a great scene because they're singing back and forth, and you see the connection, and you're like, yes,
the only thing I really
passion.
The only thing I really know of Neil Diamond is "Sweet Caroline," and that's from like somebody always sings that at karaoke, and everybody does the whole
or Ted.
Sweet Caroline.
Ba, ba, ba. Fuck!
Ted 2, I think they did that.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we'll do it on the cabin trip, guys. We'll reconnect with our Neil Diamond roots.
Yeah, we will.
I'm excited for it. So.
In between hookers. I'm here for the gangbang.
Yeah,
the gangbang. So during their date, there's an obvious connection here. Like you can see it. The audience is like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you can kind of see it. You can feel it too. They start having conversations, reminiscing about the old days when they were in high school, and to prove she's still as strong as she was in high school, Sandy accidentally tosses Darren off a pier.
And this is such a good flirty line too. Like you used to be able to like do. I could still. You used to be able to hold me over your head. I could still do it.
Yeah,
it's such a flirty like.
But in the flashback of them as cheerleaders, he was holding her.
Right.
Because, he was looking up her skirt.
Well, right, but I mean, they're just.
Okay, let's just get this over with. There's a theme of emasculated guys in this. Like, the guys are pussies and the women are all strong and powerful. That's just what it is, right? It's at this point in time, this is 2001. It was before people were sensitive to that kind of thing. No one noticed it. We just thought it was a comedic thing. And it is funny.
But it was a comedic thing.
And it was.
Because it was out of the norm.
Like, it's funny. It is, because you're like, this girl's not throwing him.
I know. As if any girl could be stronger than us.
But
it's comedic gold.
Yeah. She throws him in the water, and he can't swim apparently. And so here she goes.
He can't. She's got
diving in the water
on the doggy paddle.
On the doggy paddle. She jumps in and gets him and rescues him, and you kind of think you're about to have this. Takes him up on the beach. You okay? And they have this tender moment where
wet. Yeah, they have a tender
I can
moment.
tell you kind of like that.
She starts to lean in for a kiss. And Darren just starts throwing up water. She's like, okay, just, get it out. It's better out than
He just Winnie Testburgers all over.
Ew, sorry.
Yeah, dude.
He
does that. So now they got to go. They're wet, right?
They
you
gotta
got to
draw
get
their
your
clothes
clothes
off.
clean. Yeah.
Yeah,
because this is a scene.
We need to see Sandy naked. Shadwick needs it. Chris needs it. And I
We all need it.
We
Yeah,
all need
all three
it.
of us
It's
need it.
2001. We're not married yet. We need this.
Mm-hmm.
We get it.
We're married and we still need it.
Yeah, what's this chick's name?
Oh, her name
It's like
Amanda
Detmer.
Detmer, yeah.
He's like, but anyway, so she's in the laundromat. He's getting his clothes out.
Yeah,
and she's like, "Hey, can you turn around or whatever, dude?"
I have these.
Oh,
Sorry, those are.
thanks.
She's got her hand over her breasts and she's pulling up her panties, dude. And you see ass, and it's just
someone's trying to look at my panties. God damn it! Yeah. But he knows then, man. He's like, dude, I'm kind of. He's sprung, son.
He's sprung. He's into this, dude. Once he gets to look at those,
dude, shout out Butter.
Shout out Butter, dude. He loves it still, dude. Respect. Like he cannot deny the connection any longer, dude.
I wonder what Butter thinks about the Dust to Dawn rockin' tits.
Hopefully he liked him.
We'll get a comment from him. No,
we'll see if he got to see them. Who knows?
Later.
Spotify.
Hopefully, yeah.
But yes.
Meanwhile, JD is taking care of Judith, and this is when the scene happens. She manages to lure him into an impromptu psychiatry session where she helps him realize he's gay.
Yep.
And he's crying, and in the moment of weakness from his newfound realization, Judith knocks him unconscious with a lamp.
Classic comedy lamp.
Classic, dude. It crashes, and he falls unconscious, right? And she takes his keys. Yeah, Three Stooges-esque. And she takes his keys, undoes her shackles.
She's ready. She's getting out, man.
And
she's
getting
done.
out, dude. But unfortunately for her, Wayne arrives at the exact moment home from his exterminating job. And a chase ensues, ending in both men, actually, because JD comes too. She flings them both out the window, and they land.
Judith escaped! Durr!
She runs down the neighborhood first, where she runs into one of my favorite characters, Mr. Chang.
Hold up, got them horses!
Oh, thank God. Hurry up.
Oh.
I believe played by Mickey Rooney.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, dude.
No, and it's Colin Fu. It is not me.
He's like,
Young lady, so horny, so impatient.
Yeah. He was like,
it's a Bing Crosby birthday, and I'm the only one that care. Boo hoo hoo hoo.
Mr. Wong happened, and National Lampoon's funded that. Someone needs to stand up for that. All right,
somebody does. It's not us. It happened. We're gonna laugh at it. And so, see, this is what I'm saying, man. If we had more of that shit,
dude,
this would have been it. This would have been the one, man.
If you were gonna cut this movie for time, this scene has no fucking business in it.
It's so good, dude.
But it made me laugh so hard.
So he thinks Judith's begging for help from her captors, and
honestly, it's like. I think they were recreating that shot from Breakfast at Tiffany's, weren't they?
Dude, 100%. They did from the. It's again like that's what I thought.
It's like that shot up at the top of the stairs.
Yep, 100%. That's what I thought too.
Thank you. And and so he runs. So she's begging for help, but instead he thinks he's about to get lucky because when it shows him upstairs, he's already beating off under the covers, man. Like you can see. He's this filthy old Asian man.
Dude. And he falls down the stairs and he goes,
oh, scrotum.
Yeah.
And that's when Wayne catches up with Judith, but Judith. He tries to tranquilize her, but he misses, and she manages to steal his extermination van and drive down. JD jumps on the extermination van, tries to.
Let's talk about this fucking stunt man.
This is where Shadow's been waiting for this.
I texted you guys last night. I was like, did anybody find out anything about the stunt guy on this? Because
nothing.
Whoever. So JD's on the side of the truck, and Judith has that taser. She tases him in the balls, and he falls out. And whoever that stuntman is, fucking ate shit
almost on his fucking head.
Well, he lands like on his shoulder, but the momentum.
They cut.
The momentum
before,
takes.
You see his head going.
Yeah, God, man.
I watched it 3 times, and I was like,
God damn!
Judith almost gets away. She drives to the police station, and she ends up she gets out of the extermination van and is running into the police station when she gets tranked in the ass by Wayne at the last second.
And what a shot!
What a shot!
Because she has no ass.
Yeah,
he
hit an invisible target, and so
then he was able to throw a blanket over fucking quick goat thinking.
Yeah.
And speaking of goats, it turns out,
I just bagged me one of them killer goats that escaped from the zoo.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job. They just walk off, and then so she almost escapes. So now he really chains her up at this point, and
they chain her to an engine block this time with multiple chains.
And
she's
Sandy, and I laughed at this too. So Sandy's back, and she's trying to tell her nun ladies, hey, this may not be for me or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're just fucking listening to Nelly just
lifting
pumping
weights.
Iron, man. Putting up insane numbers here. 45s on the side. Old nun lady just shoulder pressing 135.
It was fucking military press.
It's a military press 135 without breaking a sweat.
The mother superior of the convent, is there working out, and I think that was the first line that really of this scene that really made me laugh. She she asks Sandy, she's like, "What's wrong, dear? You've never been winded before after 5 sets."
And so Sandy's, she's explaining to her this may not be for her. She's got,
she may have fallen in love. She's having second thoughts, and Mother Superior gives her a blessing. She's like, you got to do what you got to do, but just remember, if you take your vows, that's it, man. And so the time,
and she's
the clock is ticking.
Let's go do some power squats.
Which that's a bad idea, because the only time I ever passed out in the gym is when I was supersetting shoulders and legs.
Yeah, but you weren't working out in the convent, man. These bitches go hard.
You're right. For the Lord,
you're right.
Dude.
I didn't have the spirit with me, I guess.
That's
right. So now you're like, okay, well, they're about to go on another date. You're gonna have, Sandy be like, well, maybe this is my guy, Yeah. And Darren, though, unfortunately, in this whole melee of Judith escaping, is convinced that he saw her that night.
Yeah.
He's like, I saw Judith, and she's like, so you're not over Judith, and that's this ongoing thing. So in a panic, realizing that he's blowing it, he calls Darren to be like, I need some fucking help.
Yeah.
Or Darren calls Wayne.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, excuse me. Darren calls Wayne.
But also, Sandy, she's really laying on. She's like, look, if I'm not going to, be a nun or whatever, I've got to know that you're serious. You want a family, you want to get married, you want to have kids. I'm like,
yeah.
God damn, this is a first date.
Well, time is short, Shadwick. She's got to tell him, look, I'm about to have no chance at this. So you're going to tell me if you're interested in the same thing or not.
But well, you know what? I don't buy anything without test driving it.
God damn!
She's probably been down with that, but it's Darren we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Boom Whip Darren, who's never
You're
stood up for himself.
I don't buy anything before I test drive it, and I need to know.
I bet that tastes good.
There it is. Where's that guy been?
How'd you load that up in the chamber, dude? Like, how long have you had that?
No, dude, like 3 seconds. I'm just good now.
This is really good.
So now, okay, so you have this back and forth, and so he needs help, which has been in a ton of movies where somebody's at a dinner and like, usually it's an earpiece. You have somebody in your ear, and you do, Anyway,
Yes.
so unfortunately for this one, it's nipple clamps and a fucking buzzer that's going to shock him
An
anytime he
electrode.
mentions Judith.
Right, because like Wayne realizes he's struggling to get over Judith, and he wants to. He's just
Right.
been so brainwashed over these months that like he can't. He's like,
Ow! Okay, I don't think I'm comfortable having these things on my nipples, okay?
I could put them on your balls.
The nipples are fine.
Nipples are fine. Yeah. So
he goes
so
back
this
into the
this is a
restaurant.
whole derpy scene where he's getting shocked and he's like, oh, you want to go dance, and then you have your, oh, look, this guy's got good moves,
Yeah.
and he's being shocked, and then finally his fucking shirt catches on fire, and
You're on fire.
Yeah.
Because Wayne, the guy operating the
He's
nipple
heating
clamps,
up.
he's in the restaurant with like a listening device, and they throw him out, and the black bouncer just starts working him over, and as he's hitting Wayne,
Dude.
like it's hitting the electrocution button.
It's because old Brown Eye over here is a walking calamity.
Exactly. And Sandy she's had enough. Like, he's forced to admit the truth about asking Wayne to help him, and she's just like, God, you're going through insane extremes. You're just not ready to let go of Judith. Like, this is just not working. And she
Right.
runs away, and obviously he tries to chase her, still getting electrocuted, I think. And,
No, he gets wrapped up in the fire truck hose.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
Yeah,
Dirt,
yeah. So it's
dirt,
just-
derp.
Yeah,
But
big
he
derpy scene.
ends up running 30 miles, not quite the 500 miles we heard the proclaimers speak of, but he goes 30 miles, which is a feat. And he's gross and covered in sweat.
And he proclaims his actual devotion and love. And being a nun, she just forgives him, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, Anne, training to become a nun, forgiveness is just sort of my thing.
It's a cool scene. You're like, sweet, like they're together now, like everything is good.
What are we gonna do with Judith's?
Well, then you forget,
dumbass?
then it cuts back and you're like,
Oh, yeah, the bitch.
and there's
Literally.
Judith chained
Hey,
up.
Wait for me, bitch.
This should keep you from biting.
How am I going to eat?
Well,
Yeah,
he's thought of that. That's why he pureed, what is it, like
whole
sausage, a
breakfast.
Pop-Tart, like
And
a
juice.
bunch of shit. Like,
Into a-
but she wants a Big Montana from fucking Arby's.
Do y'all remember the Big Montana?
I don't, but what was it, like half a pound or a pound of
It was
fucking roast
like-
beef or some shit?
I don't know, but prior to like rewatching this, that's the one line that I remembered for some reason.
Yeah.
And maybe it's her delivery. But she's like,
Yeah.
she's like, I'm not eating that shit. I want a Big Montana.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know.
And it's funny.
true.
It's really funny because she's starting to be like a little child, like, and
Yep.
she's so used to getting her way. And for the first time, like a man lays down the law on her since the entire movie, and she's unable to get what she wants. And she still ends up beating Wayne, because her and Wayne have a big back and forth. And like that's when you go, like, one of my favorite lines when she's like, she insults him, calls him gay, and all these other insults. And he turns around, he's just like,
Dealer! A big friend!
and he like shuts the
storms
door.
off.
Yeah, he storms off. Like, he just has these like immature like lines that always like make me laugh. But
But he comes back with a Big Montana because, she probably used her mind control on him.
does,
So he comes back with a Big Montana, but you do find...
she opens up to him at this point in time.
And this is the other flashback
So-
that I lost my fucking shit
Hey,
on.
the Big Montana was a half-pound roast beef sandwich on a sesame seed bun.
Okay, there you go. So that's what she wanted.
That
She
sounds
wanted...
so fucking good right now.
It does, man. So she flashes
Lay off
back
me, I'm starving.
because she used to go for strong-willed men and assertive men.
Yeah,
but
he asked. Yeah, Darren, like Warren's like. I mean, excuse me, Wayne's like, what happened to you? Like, what
Yeah,
turned
yeah.
you into this like cold-hearted, controlling bitch. And yeah, like Chris said, she's like, well, I used to go for like strong-willed men, and it's just not worth it. And we get this flashback that just also ended my life too, as well as Chris's.
It's this UFC underground kickboxer fight, and
that her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, joined to prove
whatever. And so he's fighting, and then everything was good when he was winning, but then there's this match. And dude, this stunt dude with this fucking corkscrew bump he takes is fucking epic, but he gets kicked in the face and he spins and he does this giant bounce off the fucking canvas, and like she's like, no, and the guy fucking referee goes down to check his pulse
and he's like,
He's the toothiest person you've ever seen.
Oh my god, it was so fucking good. It's so you find out now, like, okay, this is what got her. But I'm telling you, dude, that's what I mean. Like, there's so many moments of this that made me lose my shit.
Yes, they're almost there, dude. We just need like 10 more of those moments,
and
man.
So it snaps back, and they start to have a little bit of a connection because he's controlling her while she's chained up, and and then they kind of kiss, and
she admits it turned her on a little bit, that he had the balls to kidnap her and do what he's doing for his friend.
He drew some Arby's sauce on her rocking tits there,
dude. And then he says, dude, she's like, if you just let my undo my one hand, I'll make it worth it, or whatever.
And she starts to give him an old fashioned. He's like, Randy, shout out to our new rewinder of the month.
I thought when he said Randy earlier, I thought the same thing. Awesome powers.
Yeah. Do I make you Randy? Dude.
But they're interrupted, dude. They're interrupted by the doorbell ringing, dude. And so he, in his panic and rush to go answer the door,
goddamn chains.
Yeah.
Yes. He partially unchained her to get his hand job, and so he rushes. He stops and leaves the keys with.
Good.
He leaves the keys with Judith, goes upstairs to see who the hell is ringing the doorbell, opens the door, and there stands Coach Norton,
Dude,
out of prison, dude.
Hi, Coach. Coach, what are you doing here? Retrial. Got a judge that's a sports fan.
And the judge was a sports fan, so he got off for murder.
He got off scot-free. And dude, he needs a place to crash.
He's got a place to crash, dude. He has to. And he just thought of his two surrogate sons because they're so close. I mean,
he knew they'd be there for him.
He knew.
And so
they try to stall it for him, man. I don't know if you want to even waste any time with this, but they force him to take like a shit in the yard.
In the yard, which is like one of the funnier fucking scenes. Like, that movie dork had that in his clip too, where he's just squatting
in the bushes, dude.
You got any TP?
But he finds out.
He's like, all right, I'll manage. He's just like reach up in the mailbox.
Yeah, he finds out though that he's like, that you didn't kill her, did you? Like, and then so he's gonna go do it for him.
Yeah,
because he's like, killed.
He's killed before he knows it needs to be done. He's trying to protect the boys, man. They've got a kid. Like, what's gonna happen. They're going to jail if she ever escapes. And so he runs down there to finish what they couldn't do because they're just too weak. And Judith kicks the absolute shit out of Harley Ermy, dude.
Like, she saw what happened to her ex-boyfriend, so she knew how to do it.
Yeah, I mean, she had like a perfect sweep, didn't she?
Well, dude, yeah, man. She knew what was going on.
She's such a good actress in this, man. Shout out Amanda P. Is a really she's
athletic
as
hell too, man.
Yes, and so she beats up Coach, and then Wayne runs downstairs and tries to intervene, and she just knees him in the groin, kicks him.
Well, he comes down and asks her if she's okay.
Yeah,
and then man, I hope he was wearing a cut because it looks like
she was in deep on that one.
Yeah, she went in deep. It looked brutal, and he obviously falls over.
She got like middle toe up the asshole, I think.
Yeah, I think so. So she goes upstairs and she finally confronts JD, who is newly gay.
JD was ready. Yeah, JD was ready to fuck her up, and by that I mean hiding.
Yeah, JD.
I did that. Yeah. I laughed out loud at that.
Yeah,
like she's trying to escape, and like she goes. I think it's a back door, and JD like has something like draped over him. He's just like standing still in the corner, and And like she opens the door and he thinks that she's gone. He takes it off and sees her and it does that like the high pitched scream.
Yeah. He screams like Chris Tucker from freaking Fifth Element, man. It's just so good, dude.
So she's free, and she's gone all the way back to old freaking Darren's house,
Her
right?
old flame, man. And what does she discover, my guy?
Man, and homegirl had just taken her shirt off, and her stomach was so flat.
Sandy,
Judith. It's like Judith was
giant cock-blocking robot, like developed in a secret fucking government lab.
She was to cock block everyone for the future.
She runs to Darren's house and she finds that Sandy is now moving in with Darren, and they're about to get it on. Like Chris said, she's just in her bra and like freaking skirt.
Darren's like, I was about to have my penis lodged inside her.
And Judith, like Shattuck said, immediately like cybernetically cock blocks Darren. He's shocked to see her alive, and you just hate it as an audience member. You're like, no, man. You're like, please don't go back to this. But your worst nightmares come true in this scene, and this is what
she starts the fucking head games immediately too. Like it was so bad. They were torturing me. They just gave me like crushed crackers,
and then Wayne and JD arrived, and they're trying to speak their piece and
trying to explain what they were doing, man. They were just worried about their bro.
Which, I mean, it's hard to blame Darren in this. I mean,
it is.
You probably got to fuck him up for that. Did. But at least, like, I think Wayne is just like, okay, I deserve that. I feel like you're like, all right, man, you fucked me up a little bit. Like,
I did something really terrible.
Yeah, I punched him a couple times. Like, all right, we're even now.
And then he socks him one. So right as like Sandy's trying to leave, they land on his car.
It just sucks because like Darren,
you're almost there, right?
Sandy is his true love, and she's standing there, and there's that moment where he has to choose between the two of them before he fucks his best friends up, and he's all like, he chooses Lilith, and it just gut wrenches me. There is
Judith.
Nothing. Excuse me.
Dude, he was
Judith.
so close to crossing the pelvis bridge, you know, like where you like. Where a girl like bridges up and you pull her panties down.
All right. Yes. And but that's the gut wrenching part. To me, it's so annoying. It actually rips all the comedy out of the scene where Darren starts to beat up his friends, and obviously he knocks him on Sandy's car.
Maybe it's just like maybe it's like you wrote yourself into a corner in this.
Dude.
Where it's like, how do you come back? Because he's not wrong for how he feels.
Not necessarily, but he's denying.
This is the third act conflict.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know, but I mean, like I don't know.
He's just denying. Yeah, I mean, like Shabbook's right. Like he has a choice to make, and he's just denying his true love. So that kind of gut wrenches you because you're all like, dude, you know this is the one.
Right.
Like I know you're crazy. Like you're right. He does so, or owe Judith something. You know,
right? Like he's like before his friends show up, like he's about to tell Judith, like, you know, she's my true love or whatever.
Yeah.
But then she's like,
because sweetheart, we pledged our love to one another. Spare her the pain of seeing us together.
Unfortunately, Darren bets on the wrong horse, dude. He fed the horse. He didn't know it was a diabetic, and he married it, or decided to marry it, because we get a scene after the cops immediately show up to arrest Wayne and JD, and they're in prison, and Darren comes in to tell them, look, Judith and I are getting married. Like tomorrow.
In prison. This is a big fucking gut punch in prison.
Yeah,
too.
dude. Like there's just, you can't even hardly like laugh really, because you're just so angry at fucking Darren for like betraying his true love, man. It's so hard to watch, dude. But like Shabbook said,
it's the lack of respect.
That's what hurts the most.
It is, except for the other thing, in which actually has a tie into what I'm about to say. Desperate, they call Coach,
who's probably still at their house.
This is what's funny. The scene it cuts, he's already coaching children.
You know why? Because he's a good coach.
He's literally like, he's a killer, dude. He's already like coaching
good
Little
coach.
League.
Doesn't matter.
It was an accident.
And the boys like ask for help, and initially it's just like, nah, there's nothing I can do, and then like Wayne's like, they're
sodomizing us in here.
What? They're cornholing you?
And JD's like, you got sodomized? Who is it?
Yeah, and the coach has heard all he can hear, and he's like,
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way. And then so they're sitting in their cell, and then all of a sudden, boom, the back of their cell busts open, and coach is ready to break them out. And this is where they hatch their ultimate plan. This is the last plan, right?
The last ditch, the Hail Mary, if you will.
Dude.
They drive. After escaping prison in the exterminator van, they drive to the Neil Diamond concert. Remember early when we were talking about it? Neil Diamond
in town. They couldn't be there.
in town. They kidnap Neil Diamond.
Which is why they probably got the restraining orders in the first place. But, you know.
Yeah. And so...
Love on the rocks. Ain't no big surprise.
Ain't no big thing.
All of Neil Diamond's like
he's just
lines
quoting his lines.
He's
like
quoting
he's just quoting
shit.
songs.
For some reason, it's funny though. Why is it funny, dude?
Yeah, it's really funny. Yeah,
the way he delivers his lines. But
ain't no big thing.
because his acting's terrible.
Yeah, it is, but it's meant to be terrible. I think like it's funnier because it's terrible.
I think so too. It's he hits the mark perfectly somehow. Some people can do it, and Neil Diamond nails it. And he's basically just like, "Why should I help you guys?" And they're like, "Listen, like they tell them Neil Diamond the story because they finally mask him,
and this is his chance to prove it wasn't just song lyrics.
Yeah.
This is to prove he's all It
makes me laugh because he's like, oh, so your friend Darren needs help, and this is my chance to prove that like all my songs weren't just words. Like Neil Diamond has to he said people didn't
justify his fucking legendary career. Like, but dude, he's got it. So now they're back to go get the nuns right before Sandy is going to be full-fledged on. She's on board, but she doesn't have any clothes. But luckily, I believe is it Wayne's sister has some clothes.
JD's sister had some.
JD's sister,
she happens to have been a prostitute.
She was a lady of the night.
And, she was Sandy was just about to take her vows. Like she's in front of I don't know how the fuck it works.
The nunnery, the rest of the nuns.
Board of the nuns or whatever. Spelled B-O-R-D. But I thought this was incredibly lazy too. Like, because like you do expect some kind of comedy coming from the nuns, but all they did was like make them say a couple cuss words.
Yeah, it was. Maybe the ending of this is maybe where it falls apart. I don't know. Like
maybe if they had had them like taking bets on if she was going to.
Yeah,
something.
There's another way to do this, but anyway,
drop a hard GD.
They have her on board. They have Neil Diamond on board, and as they're on their way back, because they're like, we've got to go. We got to stop the wedding. And on their way back, old coach looks out and
he thinks he sees the cops.
He sees the fucking 5-0, and he's gonna go down in a blaze of glory.
The goddamn heat.
Yeah,
he pulls a submachine gun out, like racks it. Jumps out
and drops out to slide on his back on the pavement.
And he's immediately hit by a car. It's like flipping, dude. It's for no reason.
Like I didn't remember the end of this, so when we were watching last night, I was like, "That's how they ended that great character." Like just having him be hit by a car.
Yeah. So he gets hit by a car, and you're like, "Well, Coach is dead."
Coach is dead. He's laying there.
But they get to the wedding. Darren and Judith are about to say their final vows, and then
on the balcony.
If anybody has any objection.
Yeah, hello again.
Hello again. Neil Diamond begins to
and
perform.
Then you're like, yeah, dude,
this is it, man. You're like, bro,
Darren's heart's melting, and then all of a sudden,
he can't believe
Sandy starts singing.
Yes, he can't believe he's seeing Neil Diamond at his wedding, which Judith is pissed because she hates Neil Diamond. Obviously,
she hates anything that's fun.
She does. She absolutely does. And Darren is ecstatic. And
that's why I don't like this. She reminds me so much of someone.
it's not.
That's what I told you guys. There's history in all of our lives with these type of women. But anyway, so
behind him, yes, like Chris mentioned, is Sandy dressed in her hooker outfit.
And she's singing. She's got a good voice too. Dude, she's coming down the aisle, you know.
She's singing along, and Darren turns to Judith, and this is the moment. He realizes, man, he's in love with Sandy. That's been his one and only since high school. He can't turn his back.
You're in love with this slut?
I am not a slut.
Sandy is my one and only someone.
On her, and he abandons her to go and run into Sandy's arms, and they embrace. And
I do like the way this is shot. So then, like, they embrace, and then you start singing again, hello again.
Yeah,
and
Neil Diamond keeps singing.
Yeah, because Judith is like, "Where's my true love?" or whatever, and then you see like, dude, you see Wayne like on there, and he's on there. You're like, oh shit,
and the music's building.
Yeah, you think they're about to like, you think they're about to like hook up or whatever. She just starts beating the shit out of him with a chair.
Well, I mean, they set it up perfect, like they're like running toward each other, and then like all of a sudden she throws away the bouquet, picks up the chair and just bashes it over him.
And they're fighting, throwing punches. They both knock a fucking tooth out. Like they both spit a tooth out, and then they finally start kissing or whatever.
Yeah, they realize their toxic relationship is something they both desire.
What does Wayne say? Like,
I'm the strong-willed, assertive man that you need, and you're the hardcore bitch that I've always dreamed of.
Hardcore bitch, and then it pans to Jack Black, who's carrying Coach Norton in his arms.
Coach Norton's alive, dude.
And you're like, hell yeah, and he's just like,
when are you gonna get hitched?
Actually, I'm not. I'm gay.
Me too.
Really?
It just goes to black.
I love that. Again, Coach Norton, bro. Sign me up.
It's so funny, dude. Yeah, it's so funny. And so the screen cuts to black, and then the next scene in a completely black backdrop is the pastor or the priest, and he is basically marrying Sandy and Darren together, and he announces them man and wife, and then he turns. And you see Judith and Wayne, getting married, and he pronounces
teeth
both
still
of them.
missing.
Teeth still missing. They're both toothless in the front, which is obviously they're smiling and it's funny. And then he turns, and this is just the coup de grace of the film. I'll never forget this as long as I live. He's like, I pronounce you man and man.
And then this fucking military drill sergeant kisses another dude on the lips.
It's so funny. It's like, they're just doing a fucking screen kiss, but it's so funny. And
which is exactly what you and I would ever do if we got on the kiss cam at the Braves game.
We swore about that a long time ago, so it will happen. But so at the end, then you find out they're at a Neil Diamond concert, which, dude, I love this ending. Like, so again, good. There's so many boxes checked for me on this movie, but it's like, if I'm not going to be like, people are coming over, we've had some drinks, and I'm like, dude, want to watch Saving Silverman? Will never come out of my mouth.
No.
And
man.
I don't get it, man. So anyway, they're at a Neil Diamond concert at the end. What does he end with, Leaf? What's the song?
Basically, it's a Holy Holly.
Okay.
Or Holly Holy, whichever one is. Yeah, Holly Holy is the name of the song, and that's when you get it. You actually get that line. He does it in the film, even though you said, but he's like, coming in here, coming in real high.
Yeah, so it's good shit, man. The movie ends, and then Chris is still left with the question: why isn't this
one of the greatest comedies?
One of my favorite comedies.
I stand by what I said. I think that you hit the nail on the head in the very beginning. I feel as if that there's a lot of serious, like, traumatic things that happen, real life traumatic things that happen to men that may or may not be unresolved now that I've done this podcast.
I think
but also, I feel like they missed a lot of opportunities. If we had more Mr. Chang, if we had more of the trapeze artist, if we had more of the dirty toilet scene, like more.
Dude, even the UFC thing, dude, this shit was funny.
If they pushed the envelope just a little bit more in scenes and leaned a little bit less into the sadness of friendship loss.
What do you think, Chadwick? You on board with us on that?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, man.
I think it's like I said, there's just a certain amount of anxiety that runs all the way through this.
Same, I'm with you, man. So again, if you haven't seen it, it's a good movie. I think it's one of those like when your dad looks at you and he's just like, I just expected better.
Yeah, yeah. I gave you everything, and, this is what you gave me back.
I guess this is okay. I expected better. So, guys, from the movie Saving Silverman, what is your favorite line? And dude, I'm just gonna grab the low hanging fruit and
coming at you.
And Jack Black's delivery is so
dude,
good.
So good, dude, man. Leaf, what do you got, man?
Man, one of the moments that made me laugh this time, and I think it was not even on the previews, but it's so funny, man. It's when Judith pushes both of her captors out the window, and they fall and they land on their backs.
Judith escaped. Durr.
Because he says it like
right,
so faint, dude, man.
It's so funny, man. Shadwick, dude, bring us home. What do you got?
I got to give you a little exposition here. It's where they're giving him the chart on how their fun level has gone down or whatever.
Yes.
And like they give him all the specifics and they're like,
This has obviously led to increased whacking off.
I'm chafing.
All right, man. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Tell your friends, more importantly. Tell all your buddies. Be like, dude, come join me for this Be Kind, Let's Rewind party every week. And
also,
dude,
killer.
what Coach said, man. So, guys, with that, we'll take it over to our Norm Macdonald clip of the week.
In Los Angeles this week, the defense suffered a setback in the second O.J. trial when Simpson was ordered to turn over a secret videotape, which lawyers say contains proof of his guilt. What's on the tape? The first O.J. trial.